Yeah. So, hey guys, we've got today with us Debashish Majumdar from Mumbai, and he's a first generation entrepreneur. So, welcome, Debashish, and hi,
Hi,
what's up?
great. And what about you?
Absolutely cool. So,
Super.
Debashish, thank you. So, Debashish, I'll just be asking you a few questions, and you may answer as per you
Yep,
wish. That be
sure,
okay?
sure. Yep.
So, Debashish, what's your idea of happiness? In your opinion, I mean.
So, that's very simple for me. And as you know, I learned it from my good and bad experiences both. And happiness is being with your friends, your family members, and at will. I would say at will.
Okay, that's nice. And then why do you think people like the things that you mentioned, all the people around the world have friends, family, and stuff like that, right? But why do you think people are so much unhappy, down, low, depressed?
Very simple, and once again, see, Anshu, I hope you will pardon me for this. I'll possibly answer with whatever I had my experiences and learnings. I go by
Obviously,
that.
obviously, it's all
Yeah.
about you, not about
So,
anybody else.
yeah, it might not be that. I mean, people might not subscribe to my answers, but that's my answer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
what I feel is, see, the times have changed, right? Times
Mhm.
have really changed. And a very simple thing, as you said, that people have friends. If you notice,
Mhm.
people have more FB friends, Facebook friends than real friends, in person friends, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They're more on Twitter and other handles rather than going out, spending time with friends on a weekend or even on a weekday, even if it's half an hour. And
Mhm.
the reason for that is times have changed. It's a race for survival.
Mhm.
And actually it's become a jungle where it's a race for the fittest and the survival of the
Okay.
fittest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And in that entire race, which we call the rat race in the corporate world and in the business
Mhm.
world,
Mhm.
in that rat race, the essence of being with friends is not there. I mean, think about it.
Okay.
I'm sure it's about your parents also. Uh,
Mhm.
my parents, they don't want to leave their hometown because they're there
Mhm.
for last 40 years plus. They have
Mhm.
their own culture, their own dynamics, their own friend circle. And if they come
Mhm.
to Mumbai and stay with me, they will lose all that. And they prefer not to stay with me and be there at their hometown.
Okay.
Can you and me do that? I really doubt that. Possibly you can now. But, I'm saying in general, as people of our generation, how,
Mhm.
how much emotionally connected they would be to their friends and
Mhm.
family over above everything. I really doubt
Mhm.
that. And hence, since you don't have people to communicate,
Mhm.
your stress, you're being unhappy, you're being not being so feeling good about yourself. It all stays within yourself. You don't have anybody to share, right? You share
Okay.
your sorrows, it gets lessened. It's a very common, saying, right? So
Right,
if I
right,
don't have
right.
anybody to share, how would I lower the stress levels down? And once again, as I said, I'm saying this from all my experiences. And believe me, Anshu, connecting with you, connecting with other friends that you and I know, was
Mhm.
not an one-off incidents. I'm with them now on a regular basis. And as I said, absolutely personal experience. It doesn't work, It doesn't
Okay.
work running after. It is necessary, saying that it is necessary. Of course, in this world,
Mhm.
you cannot live without money. It's not possible.
Mhm. Mhm.
So earning money is absolutely necessary. But you have to put a line to it somewhere.
Right, absolutely. Okay. So tell me, what do you do when you are low?
When I'm alone,
When you're low, low in spirits.
when I'm low,
Yeah.
uh, I think it's very natural. The first thing I feel is low, alone.
Okay. So what do you do to
And
get
then
out of it?
I figure it out that staying low alone is not going to help.
Okay.
So the very first thing that I do is talk to my wife. I think she has been one of the greatest strength in all my ups and downs in the last few years, and
Mhm.
talking to her really helps. The second
Mhm.
person that so basically talk, and of late I've started talking to my sister. I mean, I
Okay.
know you find it funny that talking to your sister is like natural, right? No, it was not
Mhm.
because I was in the rat race.
Mhm. Okay.
Right? So
Right.
yeah, so I've started talking to my family, and so that's what I do. And believe me, it releases a lot of stress. It actually gives you a perspective which possibly didn't think of.
Okay.
Yeah, so it
Mhm.
helps. And then I've started talking to other friends, and one of them is you.
Okay. That's nice. So tell me, Debashish, suppose there's a person who's really down, depressed and stuff, listening to sad music and all. Um, what would you advise him? Because obviously it's a shit life like that.
Okay, so I really don't want to advise once again, because generally advices fall on deaf ear.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
when
that's
it's
right.
free, and when it's free, it's even more worthless.
Okay, the
So,
person is suppose the person is asking you for help now in that case.
so my point was that rather than advice, I would rather say that from my experience, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
can tell you that when you're low, depressed, don't keep it to yourself, because the first thing it hampers is your health.
Okay.
And all that shit life that we are talking about,
Mm-hmm.
when we're doing all of that, for those people who are actually we mean to do it, like it's
Mm-hmm.
my family, my children, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not well, it's the
Mm-hmm.
same family which is in deep shit. Remember
Yeah.
that,
Yes.
right?
Right. Right.
So first of all, being low and depressed is not unnatural, because we are not robots. We have got emotions, and
Mm-hmm.
low and depressed is a natural phenomenon. You have to. If you're a human being, you will.
Mm-hmm.
The point is, don't keep it to yourself.
Okay.
People generally, why are they averse to not talking, is because they think, "Ye meri problem hai, this is my problem," and nobody has an answer to it because they're not in my shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, that's not the point.
Mm.
The point is, you're looking at things that you at from your perspective, right? And
Absolutely. Yeah.
your brain is not allowing you to look at it at a different perspective altogether, which might have a solution to what you're thinking.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
sharing is
So
necessary because of that.
okay. So better get other perspectives as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You might have a solution, ready-made solution actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. And what if a person has been in prolonged state of unhappiness?
Hey, get a dog, man. Get a dog.
Okay. Get it. That is cool.
I mean, now you need a dog. See, this is because uh, which is very now that is unnatural,
Mm-hmm.
because there is up to a limit that you can go low.
Okay.
After that's only the way up. And if you're
Mm-hmm.
staying in a prolonged state of unhappiness, means you have started enjoying that lowness.
Right. Many people do.
They've started enjoying, because see, the moment I'm at a low mentally or whichever way, I love
Mm-hmm.
the sympathy that I get.
Okay. Yeah. Significance.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm that bechara kinds, and
Mm-hmm.
people after a while start loving it. And I would say that people who stay there on a prolonged way, it's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely unnatural, because very natural now. Once you've hit the low, the only way you can go is up.
Yeah. Right.
You cannot go any more south,
Absolutely.
which means
Okay.
that you're not even willing to look at the way up,
Mm-hmm.
and you have started enjoying it. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Many people actually do try to come off it. What happens is they start very enthusiastically, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
they give up half the way because challenges obviously, come up
Uh-huh.
and they feel, oh my God, I have, um, got an obstacle. Now there's this big roadblock. I can't overcome it. And again, they give it up. Then what do you do?
So there's a one step back to it,
Okay.
one step back. So they give up halfways because they expected half measures and quick fix
Mm-hmm.
solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're really down, depressed, and you know that you're like dusted as of now, and you're
Yeah.
really willing to go up,
Okay.
you have to be mentally prepared that this is not going to be a you know quick fix solution. It's not going to
Mm.
happen overnight. See, it's like that.
Right.
To get unwell,
Mm-hmm.
you took years.
Yeah.
Now you cannot get well in one day.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
So when I'm expecting to get over it and I try, okay, so as a person, I would try for it, right? That I will do this good, I'll do this good thing, I'll try this, and this should get me up the curve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting things to go well in 10% of the time that it actually went bad.
Yeah. Not even 10%, I believe. People
I
think,
was being optimistic.
1 week.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and that is not possible. I mean, you are not God.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you have loads of money, you wouldn't have been in the shit if you had brains.
True. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So अगर दोनों नहीं है और दोनों कम था, if both of them were at a low level, it's the time for you right now to go ahead and give time to it and put that sustained efforts. And once again, Anshu, as I said, I'm talking about this on absolutely experience, right?
Obviously.
So I've tried both the ends. Where I
Mhm.
wanted a quick fix solution, it didn't work. It did not work. Of course, didn't have to work, right?
Yeah, obviously.
And I also tried some long-term fixes.
Mhm.
And I think patience is the key.
Mhm.
Patience is the key. Number two,
Yeah.
when you're trying that and when you're trying to make things work for you,
Mhm.
stop finding reasons why it won't work.
Okay.
Because you will have 20 reasons why it won't work, and only maybe 2 reasons why it will work. Believe me, that's the
Mhm.
case.
Yes,
20 reasons
yes.
will tell you that this is not going to work, and
Uh-huh.
20 logical reasons.
Mhm.
But there will be only 2 reasons, again logical, which will say that it is going to work. You got to focus on those 2 reasons.
Okay. That was really nice. Okay. So one last thing. What would be your, one secret mantra kind of thing, or one last message to the people who are watching this video right
First mantra is stay with your family. Just running around does not help.
now? Okay.
It does not help. I forget about relationship. Forget about whether you mess up with the relationship, whether you stop, you will become unsocial. The first thing it hurts is your health. It
Mhm.
really hurts bad. And for the people who are doing so much of work and stress, if you're not going to be there for them, all this is bullshit. So
Yes.
yeah, start living life a bit more. Earn lots of money, that is necessary. Earn loads
Mhm.
of it, loads of it. Believe me, loads of it.
Mhm.
But there is always a fun way of earning money.
Okay.
There's always a fun way of living life, basically. And that
And what
doesn't
would?
mean going into bad habits. That is just incidental.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
So
That
how
can be
does that?
part of your figure.
Uh-huh. How does a person go about leading a fun kind of life without vices, minus the vices? Remember that.
Minus the vices, yeah.
Yeah.
Start loving yourself selfishly.
Okay.
I'm
Selfishly.
not talking about being selfish. I'm saying start loving yourself selfishly.
Yeah, I got your point. Got your point. Yeah.
Huh? Because
Okay.
when you start loving yourself, you'll start taking care of yourself. When you start take care of yourself, that's
Mhm.
when you will start to take care of everybody around you. And
Okay.
happiness is inevitable at that point of time.
Okay. That was
But
super
until
awesome.
we stop loving ourselves, that's the point. We think that we are here to work our asses out to make everyone happy. That's a myth.
Yeah.
Charity begins at home. you know?
Okay. Great. So thank you very much, Devashish. It was really super awesome speaking to you. And
Same here.
I'd love to call you back and have some more
Absolutely. I
chat.
would wait for your call.
Okay. Thank you. Uh,
Thanks.
all the
Thank you.
best to you and bye.
Yeah, happiness,
Yeah.
miracles.
Yeah. Okay.